everyone, happy Friday. I hope you had a great week and hope you're looking forward to the weekend. I am super excited to geek out with you on Friday. Who needs some green squares? Let me know in the chat. Thank you all so much. We started a minute early, got super excited, especially when Julia said, me, I'm ready. And Julia, when are you joining me on the live stream? I know you can help me a lot, so anytime you want to join me, let me know. And great to have also Krish here as well, Mayank, Awusi, hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. You'll have to let me know. Aridam, I'm so bad with names today. Sean, great to see everyone saying hello. And Carl as well. Awesome. And Carl, you should also be joining me on some live streams as well. So what are we doing today? Well, I really wanted to get back to working on version 2 of Linkfree. And I want to get you all some green squares. So you're going to have to all help me today. So let me know in the chat if you really want to get some green squares and you want to help, because I could do with your help. You could raise issues, you could do code or non-code contributions. So these are the things that I think I kind of got outstanding on the Next.js branch. There are some design improvements still that I haven't listed here, and there is some functionalities like to-dos in the code as well. But these are the things I just thought of just before the live stream. I even thought of this idea. I don't know what you all think, but we could have it that we could deploy this Next.js version to like a beta.linkfree or something like that. And then if someone puts a flag in their JSON profile, then it could redirect to the beta. So if I went to say linkfree EddieHub.io, it then redirected to, I don't know, beta.linkfree.eddiehub.io/Eddie. So some ideas like that, so we could start using the Next.js version, which gives us stats. Actually, I should probably should get it running. Let's run it and see. So what have we got? So we do npm run dev. We've also got Playwright running on it, so automated testing, which we're going to do today. We've also got Storybook as well. So lots of exciting things. But this is kind of what it looks like so far, and then the profile looks pretty similar. It's not as good as the first one yet. I haven't perfected all the colors, so lots of icons, lots of improvements for you all to make. But we get as the profile is visited or as links are clicked, it doesn't direct anywhere yet, because I've purposely not done that bit because it helps me with debugging. So this says 41. If I click it like a few times and then do a refresh, you can see it kind of jumps up as well. So we've got kind of that stats, which I think people were really looking forward to. So in the next version, we're gonna have performance improvements, but also some nice features as well. So let's have a look who we've got in the chat as well. Great to see you all saying hi to each other. You know I love it when you all chat to each other and geek out. I am looking down at my laptop, and my screen is over here, by the way. Probably need to raise my laptop so I don't look down so much. Chris already has so many green squares, doesn't need any more. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Britam, I probably missed out a few people. Praduma, sorry if I have. Keep chatting in the chat and I'll give you a shout out shortly. Actually, I should also be bringing these up as well. What's a green square? That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that. I love that. I made an assumption there that people knew what it was, and that was very bad of me. So minus 10 points for Eddie. A green square is an open source contribution on GitHub. We're not doing GitHub profile reviews today, but we will usually do them on Monday. But by green square, I kind of mean an open source contribution. I mean one of these. So it could be an issue, discussion, commit, pull request. But we have lots of pull requests today as well for you all to make. So let me know if you want a green square and if you want an issue, or if you want a pull request. I see people answering the chat already. By the way, everyone, don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Really helps support the channel. Oh yes, we do need to upgrade Mongo for that. I started doing something. I don't know if it's any good. Let's have a look. I did start doing something. Yes, so I used the Composer up. I think I stole it from one of the projects you had done already. And then we do have a Docker Compose for Mongo. I don't think I've tested it, so maybe we will test it shortly as well, or if someone can test it as well and let us know, and hopefully we can get that fixed. There's just so many little things that we need to do. Okay, so much to learn today. I've got my headphones, so if anyone wants to join me on the live stream, you're more than welcome to give me a hand as well. Okay. Does a commit on a PR give a green square? Yes. So if you raise a pull request, you'll have a commit on a branch, and then you have the pull request. And so you kind of get 2 green squares for that. So yes, you will. Hey Yuri, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Amazing streak. My streak is not so good. People have got way better than me. So let's get started. So what have we got today? Let me just show you a few different things around the code base, and then we can see what we're gonna work on. So if I bring up where is it? Let's have a look. So if I bring up the list of things we're going to do, but let's have a look at tests, right? So we're using Playwright on the Finder project that Carl is leading with SvelteKit. So if you want to get into that, have a look at that project as well. I could actually open that shortly as well. And we're also using that here too. So I did today start adding Playwright, and then we've got some simple tests. And let me show you how it works. So actually, let me stop the app from running. What we're going to do here is homepage has title. So we're going to navigate to the homepage, and we're going to see that it has link free in the title, and that passes. Another thing that Carl has been doing, and so has NASA and other projects as well, have been putting in some fix me tests. So tests that are incomplete, as in they haven't got the body, but they've got the title with fix me. And so when you run the test, it shows that it's not a completed test, and then people can come in and actually fill in the body of the test. So if you've got some ideas of some tests like boundary conditions, like around stats or whatever features we need to cover on the link-free project, you don't have to actually write the test. Adding value is just putting in a skeleton test, and you get a green square. It counts towards Hacktoberfest, all that great stuff. So remember, you don't have to complete everything. It just needs to add value. I think that's something that I'm really keen to highlight on my live streams, is that what you do needs to add value. It doesn't need to be complete. It needs to be good enough, and it needs to add value. So oh, I see Carl is the legends are here. Hey Tamal, how you doing? Awesome to have you here as well. So Carl says, there's a pre-configured image. You don't need to lose your DB state when reopening the workspace. Ooh. Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind doing that, Carl. That sounds like an awesome improvement. Sounds good. I'm currently in London at the moment, so thank you very much. Chris, you're a legend. Exactly. I love it. Okay. So, oh, hey, Chai, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. And so I've run this test. If I run the test, we can do npm run test. Test, is it singular or plural? I can't remember. Let me see. Let me check the package.json. We need to add that to a GitHub action as well. It's test singular. Okay, so if I run that, it's going to run these 2 tests headless, and we can run it non-headless as well. I've forgotten what the command is, but we can figure it out. But you can see it says 6 tests passed. So it's great, and we can view the report if we wanted to as well. So let's have a look at the report. Make this a bit bigger. So homepage has a title, homepage has example link, and we're testing it in Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. So that's pretty cool. So let me stop that, and let's have a look what else we can add to the test. So I think what we can do is probably we could do another test, which is, we should add this to GitHub Action. Let me add it to GitHub Action first, and then we can write the test, and I can push it up and make sure it runs independently. So let's have a look. And we will need Mongo actually on GitHub Action too. So let me know if anyone would like to do that, or shall I do it? Let me know. Exactly. I'll open a PR. So Carl says open a PR shortly. Awesome. Love that. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly. You just need to add enough value. It doesn't need to be perfect. I think people get too hung up on making it absolutely perfect before raising the pull request. I recommend when you think you're adding value, raise the pull request, and let's get it merged in and help people sooner. So that's good. Yeah, so low code, I mean, I see the test as code, but I think people consider this to be a low code or no code solution. And same with the Playwright stuff. So we're going to add Playwright as well. What Playwright means is we can play with the components independently. So if I go back to here, so this will be a component, this link here, and same with the bio at the top, and same with the milestones. And let me get that up and running actually before we do any more coding. let's have a look and see what it looks like. Therefore, I can maybe mention what you all can start doing and helping. So we've got Storybook. So we've got Start Storybook. So if we could do npm, probably to update the docs on this as well, so some more value that you can all add. npm run Storybook. So let's run that, and then while that's running, let me bring that over. Here we go. So it's almost up and running. The first time you run it takes a bit of time. Oh, I broke something. I think I broke something. Let me see what it is. Oh, breaking changes to the newer version. Okay, well, we can look at that later on. But here you can see if I make this bigger, can we move this down? There we go. So this is the button we have on the channel. So this is the text it shows. This is the information it's expecting. We've also got the milestone that we see at the bottom. We've also got the on the search page what the preview would look like, and I actually included some pages here as well. So this is what the page looks like that you see on my screen. So this is a collection of components, and this is the data that this component would need to build this. So we want to do at first probably do the lowest level things and build it up to be a page, but we included a page in there to help people who want to do that. So yeah, lots of exciting things going on. Right, let me have a look. What did we get to? Let's see the chat. What did I miss in the chat as well? Hey Emma, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Please put some light on how to do testing in JS. Well, that's what we're doing today as well. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be doing some playwright testing. After this Veek conference this week, I'm heavily struggling if we want to use a history instead of Storybook for Finder. Oh, what's that? That sounds like a new project. Maybe we'll talk about it afterwards in Discord because that sounds interesting. Okay, so I was meant to do a Discord call today and work on this with all of you as well, and we can maybe do it after the live stream if I'm still standing. Right, let me close that. So we got this test, and we ran the test, and it passed. So let's do another test now, and let's see. So let's see homepage example or just example link, because this is the homepage test. So example link goes to GitHub. To GitHub, is that what we want to do? Let me just check. Actually, let me run the project and remind myself. npm run dev. While that's running, let's see. So on the homepage, we were going to see, oh yeah, here we go, powered by EddieHub. So I noticed a mistake here, an error. So I thought we could fix this together. So we've got EddieHub is clickable, but there's missing a space in there. So I think we write a test that should fail because the test will have a space, and then we can fix it. And that's really what TDD is about, is writing the test first. So let's do that. So on the homepage, no example link, so footer link goes to GitHub. I think that sounds about right. Okay, so next we want to do async, and it's gonna pass in the page. Like this is the same for all of them. So there's a lot of repeated information. Let's see. So what I want to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to cheat. Copy this. So first of all, we want to go to the home page, and then we probably want to get the footer. So let's have a look. So const get started. Not get started is probably the wrong word. I don't know. Let's see. Get footer is probably better. That's probably copy and paste onto docs as well. We're going to get it by text, and the text we're going to get is powered by EddieHub, but with a space. So we expect this to fail. It won't be able to find it because it'll be looking for it with a space, but then we'll fix it. So all is always good. And then we do actually want to click it. So we'll say get footer, and we'll say dot click. And then what we expect next is, so we expect, let's have a look. When we click it, we expect the page to have URL of GitHub, because it's going to go to, that link goes to GitHub, I'm pretty sure. It does. Okay, perfect. So we expect it to have GitHub. Why is it complaining? Oh, that should be a dot. There we go. Okay, so if I save that, this is going to fail. I'm expecting this to fail. If it doesn't, then I'm kind of worried. Let's see. So we're going to run the tests. Let's have a look, and let's hope, fingers crossed, that it fails. A failing test is good, because if a test is always green, you actually don't know if it passes, or if it would fail if it was wrong. So actually good. So we got a failure. Okay, perfect. So we got a failure. It's opened this for us, and it says expected to have GitHub, but I didn't have it. Couldn't find it. Okay, that's good, probably because it didn't navigate to that. And you can actually watch a video of how the tests run. I've done a YouTube video on this. It's pretty awesome. And then you can even inspect the page as you go along. But I'm pretty sure I know what the mistake is. So let's go back here and let's fix the actual code. So we will go to the footer component. And actually, someone needs to add this to Storybook. We'll do that next, and then you can add other ones to Storybook as well. So let's just, I'm going to put powered by in the whole link. I quite like it, the whole thing, just clickable. There we go, powered by EddieHub. So if we stop the tests and run the project again, you shouldn't have to, but I'm just doing it just to be visible. Be more visible. You can see it's got a space here now. So hopefully that should work. So let's run the test again, and hopefully that works. And while that's running, I will check the chat as well. Okay, everyone following along, let me know in the chat, and then we will also, I can commit this so other people can do some more, and then we'll look at Storybook as well. Lots of contributions for you all. Histoire, I don't know how to pronounce that. Histoire is essentially the same component story thing like Storybook, just different. Okay. Interesting. It's good to have a bit of competition. And if you're thinking of switching, what's the feature that's like, I guess, grabbing you? Does it integrate better with Svelte, for example? Hey, Arian, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You're in YK stream as well. Chris, I don't know how you multitask so well. Nice. Thanks for your support. Appreciate it. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Okay. So, that passed. There you go. So it failed the first time. And then we fixed the code, and it passed. So I'm going to commit that. I'm happy with that. So let's have a look. Test examples got created when I initialized Playwright. So I'm not going to commit that. So we can commit this. So I am happy with that. I should do a pull request, but just because I want you all to have the code straight away. Then unless some of you need some code review stats, I can raise this as a pull request, and you can all review it and get your contributing graph. Where is it? Down here. You can get some more points on the code review site. I know it's quite hard to do. So let me know if that helps. I'm more than happy to do that to help you all. So let me know, and I can do that in a second. So component and tests. And here I want to say I fixed footer test. Yeah, okay. So let me see the chat and see if any of you need some reviewing pull requests. Let me see. This is so Carl. I've done it already. I'm so fast. Carl is so quick. Why am I not surprised that you've done it already? So nice work. Yeah, I'd love to see it on a call after the live stream, or maybe tomorrow if it's more convenient. We can schedule it as a Discord call and others can join as well. So I'm not surprised you did it already. That's awesome. Yeah, me too. I can't multitask. Like I can barely do one task at a time. So I don't know how people multitask. Green squares. Okay. I think you get a green square for doing a review. Okay, let me commit it to a branch. So here we go. So I want to just cut what I had on my screen. Just use Control U to cut it, Control Y to paste it. I'm just going to switch to a branch. Actually, let me just do a pull and make sure that I am up to date. Let me see. Because I know other pull requests people have made have gone into this branch. Oh no, we're up to date. Okay, good. So let's switch to another branch, and I can just say Next.js test footer. Here we go. Let me paste my commit in. You'll notice if I do a status, the files went across with me. There we go. And if I do a commit, I'll get asked for a password. You won't, but I have GPG keys. I'll assign my commits. So if I do a status here, now it's just test examples that I'm not going to ever commit anyway. And if I do a git what changed, you can see these two files got committed in my last commit. Okay, perfect. So let me push that up, and you all can get some code reviews stats as well. I'll raise a pull request. And then if you all can review it ASAP, that would be awesome. We can merge it in. So let's open this pull request, new pull request, and we're going to the Next.js branch. Here we go. Okay, I'm not going to write a description, very bad, and you all can review this to make sure I've done nothing wrong on that as well. Okay, create pull request. I'll share it in the chat, and then hopefully I can get some reviews on it. Let's merge this in. Okay, let's go. There's the pull request if anyone needs some contributing stats for that. So while that's going, let's have a look at Storybook. I need to look afterwards at Histoire. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but let's have a look. So next, what we want to look at is Storybook. So we could add another storybook, and the way you do it is, so we're going to add the footer, I think, right? So we've got the user component, and we usually keep the same directory structure as the component. So it's going to be just in component, so it's not in a, so in components, it's not in a subdirectory. So we'll say new file, we'll say footer.js. Yeah, footer.js is the same thing. Awesome. I'm just going to copy and paste one of the other ones as well. So I'm going to copy and paste that and put it in R1, and we'll just tweak it accordingly. So we're going to import footer, and then we're going to import footer, and this is going to be footer. I don't think there's any arguments. Let me just check the footer component itself. I can click on this directly. Oh, have I got the wrong path? Oh yes, I have got the wrong path. So there's no props, so we don't need to pass anything. I have the wrong path, so copy and paste isn't so good because it needs to go down a directory less. Okay, so there's no arguments, and I think that is it, and that will be footer as well. So that's another awesome contribution you can do. We need that for all our components and pages. And pages are very, very similar as well. Just goes in a different directory, but you can see it's exactly the same. And make sure you keep the naming convention the same as the page or the component that you're using. So let me maybe I should switch back to the other branch. So git checkout next.js. Here we go. And if I do a status, this is the file I changed, but let's do npm run storybook. Here we go. Oh, pronunciation is correct. Whew. It's the first time for me. Cool. Hey Tom, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I think something broke. Something definitely broken on that, but I'm hoping we can at least see the. No, it's busted. What happened? I have to sort out this error. This wasn't happening earlier on, so I don't know what I have done. Let's see. Module not found. Can't resolve util. Okay, I think maybe we just need to remove node modules. And reinstall it. That happens sometimes with a lot of things. I don't know if there's a storybook. Is this a cache folder? It is. Is this committed or is it cached? I know this is committed, so it's not a cache folder. So I'm going to do an npm install. So who's going to contribute to our tests, and who's going to contribute to our storybook? And while I do npm install, what else can we do? We can deploy this. We should really deploy this and so we can see how it's looking. Hopefully help people, encourage them to contribute. And let's get this. I really want this branch deployed before the end of October, so we've got like a couple of weeks. So we've got a few of our apps deployed. We're using apps on DigitalOcean. We are moving to Kubernetes on Civo. Kubernetes on DigitalOcean broke because DigitalOcean did all these massive upgrades, and all wasn't backward compatible. So that was really annoying. So that was like 3 days last week for me to try and get all that fixed. So let's create a new app. So we have got the link-free project, but it is the production one. So obviously we want to keep that working. So I'm thinking to create a new one, and I'm going to create the link-free project again. But I'm going to use the Next.js branch. Oh, it will need some environment variables. Oh, I've forgotten how to do that. But it's okay. We've got it for the API, so we should be able to do it for this one as well. But let me know what you're interested in seeing, and we can work on that. So I'm going to be the root of the directory, but it's going to be the Next.js project. I'm going to do next. It's gonna fail because it won't have a database. It needs some environment variables, but that's fine. We'll let that run, and once it's run once, I think we can create some domains for it and all the rest. Oh, we don't want two services. We just want the Docker file. What port is it going to run on? I can't remember. Does anyone remember? Let's have a look. I should catch up with the chat. You're probably like giving me loads of answers in the chat, and I've missed it. Here we go. Histoire is a French word. Thanks, Krish. I really appreciate it. Definitely keeps me busy. I want to work on multiple parts of Linktree. Awesome, Jacob. Sounds good. Let's do it. But I want to be able to let others add value and get PRs as well. I think that's great. It's awesome. I really like it when people let others do it. But also keep an eye on it, because a lot of people say they're going to do something and they kind of don't do it. So I think Storybook have been trying to get people to contribute for a couple of weeks now. I've done tweets on it, Discord calls and so forth. So I think, wait a little bit of time, maybe do a few little things. And by the time your pull requests are reviewed and merged, if it's not working, if no one has done it, then you jump in and do it. It's just finding that balance. Yes, we definitely want to give people the opportunity, but also we need to get things done as well. Did NPM finish running? And let's see if that fixes that issue. If not, it's something I have to look at afterwards. Okay, I'll leave that running. Okay, I was just going to change this. Yeah, what port does Next.js work on? I cannot remember. So I'll jump in between different projects, and getting an old brain like me, I can't remember. I'm sure I put it in the README actually. Let me check. Did I document it? Quick start, composer up, npm run dev. Oh, I didn't say which URL to go to. That's a bit silly of me, but I have it in my browser, so we're all good. It's 3000. I know you're all shouting at the screen going, Eddie, it's 3000. Okay, so let's change that. Oh, but that would be for dev. What about for prod, actually, thinking about it? Prod will probably run differently, because we'll do a next build and then we'll do a start, I think, rather than run dev. Anyone know? Let me know in the chat, and we can do that. Let's see. Oh, I left Jacob's thing up on the screen. Let's see. I left DigitalOcean running. Okay. Let's have a look. Going to give me a flower. Okay. Open source for the win. But if you know me, I don't like DMs. Let's chat in public so other people can join in the conversation and learn from it as well, and share their points of view as well. Why the thumbs down? 1966. What's that? Was that my pull request? I did create a pull request. Oh, one before. Oh, okay, interesting. Did anyone review mine? No one reviewed mine yet. Oh, Krish has. Krish, thank you so much. Wouldn't this make it all a link? Yep. It would. I prefer the whole footer text to be a link. And again, someone can change this later on, right? It's just fixing it, writing a test for it needs to be good enough. So what else can improve it? Thank you so much, Shmoto. Let's get it merged. Oh, one didn't part of the test, so we need to add that to the GitHub action and fix that actually. Okay, so I want to squash and merge that. Thank you all for reviewing. Okay, merge, delete branch, done. And then, I was going to check out what 1966. What was 1966? Did I type that in wrong? Let me see. Thumbs up. Linktree pull 1966. Did I not type that in right? I don't think there is a 1966, Carl. Yeah, me too. I'm a beginner in the cloud native space. So we're having David Flanagan, another YouTuber and DevRel in the cloud native space, help us move our infrastructure to be infrastructure as code on Kubernetes on Civo. So there is an infrastructure project on EddieHub where we've started doing that in TypeScript. So yeah, okay. Before I also forget. Oh, that is working. So we are good. So I did fix it. So if we go back to Storybook. Oh, did I stop it? Did I press Control-C? I don't think I did. Okay, no, something broke. Okay, I'll have a look at that later on. But what I want to do is do a pull, so I remember to also have the changes that I just merged in from that pull request. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got those changes. That is good. We're back to the Next.js branch, and we have got that. And we've also got the test that we would have written in the other branch as well, somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got the footer. I mean, the footer could go in its own file as well. There are different things that we can do to... there is, just check the regular PR tab. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Pull requests. Oh, 19, there is. That's true. That's very strange when it didn't come up. I'm sure that's what I typed in the browser. Okay, perfect. I'm renaming the environment over here to have a regular one. Sounds good. Yeah, I think we could always put the defaults in the example as well. If there's, I don't know what is in the example. Let's have a look. Yeah, perfect. Just the example one. So that sounds good. Like it. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Carl. That's awesome. And you see Krish has already reviewed it as well. Thank you, Krish. I removed the ASCII Doctor extension because we won't use it anymore. Makes sense. Sounds good. Love the comments. You can add comments to your own PRs. Looks good. This is going to the Next.js branch. Let's get it merged. Fix. Git pod. Done. Okay, get that merged in as well. Perfect. Okay, looking good. We're getting lots done. Thank you all for your help. Let me just do another pull as well. Origin Next.js. Perfect. Okay. It's a bit bigger for next time. Small is not so good. Okay, so what else were we going to do? Let's see. We're going for 30 minutes. We've done a couple of contributions. We've got you all doing a couple of contributions. So we do need some more. Let's have a look. Perfect. Everyone's still awake? You're all gone to sleep? We could keep the live stream short, and we could always go into a Discord call afterwards where you can all chat on audio, which makes things a lot easier. Let me just try this deployment as well. So I can't remember what the port was. Let me try it now and see. This is npm run build. And then it was going to be npm start. We'll see what port it's running on. And then we will, here we go, npm start. Then we can add that. It is on 3000 still. Okay, perfect. So let's change this to 3000. Save. No command to run. We're going to run the Docker file. I think that all sounds good. Okay. Walrus, I don't like the name of that. We need to redo that. We're going to add a database. So let's have a look. Additional resources, database. We do want to add a database. We've got an existing database that we can add, which is going to be that one. We've only got one. Okay. Attach the database. That looks good. Next. We'll have to add some environment variables, so I'll do that probably after the live stream because that way you don't get to see all the private keys. Next, and let's just rename this. Let's call this link-free beta, link-free beta, or link-free v2. I'm going to think of a domain name as well. v2.linkfree, would that work? Let me know what you think. Oh, can only contain lower case alphanumeric characters and dashes. Okay, so link3 v2. There we go. Okay, save. I think that looks good. Let's let it start deploying. Here we go. 24 per month. Kidding me? Just a little app. They always try and like crank it up. Let's just make it a lot less. Oh, here we go. Just dev is fine. There we go. This is why I love Kubernetes, because you can run as many apps as you want with multiple containers for like a fixed cost rather than it like kind of going crazy. Okay, let's create that resource. Okay, leave that going. And then once that's done, I think it's going to break because of the database, but we can do a few things as well. Right, so other things that need to be done on here. So we've got Storybook components. So I have created an issue for it, but the idea is that this issue is kind of like an overarching issue, and each time you want to, let me open it and I'll show you. Each time you want to do a Storybook one, these are the ones. Which one did I just do? I did footer, right? Let me tick that off. Then you can create an issue for each one of these as well. And then we also have for the Cypress testing as well. Again, I did an overarching one, and then you can do 1 or 2 tests or skeleton tests and create a new issue for the one that you're doing. I think that would be great. Yes, I've called this beta. Maybe it should be v2.linkfree. I don't know. Let me know what you think and see. And then maybe this redirect. What do you think about this redirect? Oh, excuse me. This redirect idea as well. Let me come back to the chat and see what we've got. Hey Void, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. Okay. All good, all good. You create an epic label for these kind of issues. That's true. Yeah, maybe we should do that. You're right. Therefore, they don't get assigned to somebody. So let's do that now. So if we go to issue, I think I can create a label directly from here. Let's have a look. So epic, do we have an epic one? We do not. So let's edit labels. And then we'll just create a new label and we'll say epic. Create new smaller issues. And what color should it be? Nice blue, or it's a bit dark? A bit lighter like that, like pops. Okay, let's create that label. And let's go back to where we were and refresh this so it gets the labels. And we can do epic. So I kind of gave it also 2 points, but 2 points is not for the whole thing. 2 points is for each individual item. I think it's not too bad. And then the other one was the Cypress one as well. This should be epic 2. Perfect. And hopefully that is clear for people. So let me know what you all think in the chat, everyone. We've got quite a few things going on, but hopefully... Was there any other epics I needed to create? Any other epics I need to assign, not create? Let me know. Hey, Emma, how you doing? Oh, Emma, don't look at the accessibility. Actually, we should probably have an epic that covers accessibility on the Linkfree project, because I bet you there's things people have found and they could log it, and then people then could go and fix them. So yes, that could be something that could be really, I think, useful as well. Oh, chat's jumping along and I'm clicking on different things. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So what should we do next, everyone? What do you think? Let me just see how that DigitalOcean deployment's going as well. Let's see. Oh, it's still building. The first time always takes the longest as well. Okay. So I could do some more Storybook stuff. I could do some more tests. Again, I think maybe I should do some more. I should do a skeleton test. Therefore, people know what it looks like. So what other tests could we do for this? Here, we've got powered by EddieHub. We could navigate to a different page. Let me just get the app running again, or I'm not sure if it's running. No, let's just run it again. So npm run dev. Let's get the app running. And we could probably put some skeleton tests in for people. So I think the search is a good one. So it does work. But what will be good is to, I think we have Emma here as well. Emma, you don't have a Linkfree profile. And then we also have, but yeah, I can write a skeleton test for that. So we've got home. So what I think we could do is if I do a new file, and if I go search.spec.js, and let's have to remind myself, I'm going to cheat and copy one of these. But what I'm going to do is, I think we can change this to fix me. Or should we have one test in there first and then fix me underneath? Let's see. We'll have to look at the Finder project to remind me how to do the fix me. I can't remember how you import it. Or it's test.fixme, right? Test.fixme, I think. Is that correct, Carl? And then here we can write, for example, so on the search page, it has search. So here we go. We can say search page has a title search. link-free search users. So that's good. That will be there. We could say search. And then it's when we go to the search page directly, but also we want to navigate to the search page. That could be a test. However, it will be incomplete. We'll get someone else to do it. And then we can also write some steps as well. So let's see. So here we could have step 1 would be navigate to homepage. And then step 2 would be navigate using the toolbar. What do you call it? Navigate, click on search on the nav bar. And then this one would be check for the text search on the page. That could be one test, and then we actually need to test that the search is working. So search works correctly. So this is the point I was going to make before for those who missed it, or if I didn't explain myself very well, is that you don't even have to actually write the test. If you've got an idea of something a user would do or a user shouldn't do, for example, if you had a login, yes, you would test the login worked. Yes, you would check that the login didn't work if they typed in something incorrectly. But also you need to check that if someone trying to navigate past the login page is using the URL, manipulating it because they remembered that it's / I don't know, account page, but they're logged out, you can do a test where you navigate to that page, but it should redirect you back to the home page because you're not logged in on the login page, for example. So search works correctly. So here on this other one, we wouldn't navigate to the home page. We would navigate directly to the search page because we know that the button on the home page works, and that's the important thing that we need to check on the previous test. So we can say navigate to search page, and then for number 2, we would say type in search. Or we could see actually, here we go, second, number 2, show, I don't know, user is, let me think of 2 different users. So show user is listed with all users because there's no search. So no search term. And then type in search and check that user with the name exists, and check name doesn't exist from step 2. Right? So in step 2, before you want to check, and I say if we search for Eddie, so we knew Eddie and Sarah were both listed, we would want to check that on number 2 that Eddie and Sarah are listed. But if we typed in Eddie on step 3, then we want to make sure that Sarah isn't listed, so we make sure the search is working. So Eddie still appears, but then Sarah doesn't appear, for example. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me just check the chat and see what you all think. Okay. Now tests are easier than writing code. They're good fun. Okay, cool. Right. So I want to commit those. I'm not actually going to write those tests, although I could, but I think all of you should write them. You know, I'm going to share the green squares. Like I said, we can jump on a Discord call afterwards. If you all want some help, we can keep the live stream shorter, and then we could go on a Discord call, and then we could collaborate a lot easier with people sharing their screens and talking and so forth. Let me commit that, so therefore people can see. Okay, so let's commit that test. So test directory. Here we go. Oh, it's not been added. So git add tests search. Here we go. And then he'll say fix search test skeleton. I'm not going to do it as a pull request because not that many of you reviewed it, so I will just push it straight to the Next.js branch. And you can check that nothing else went, they're still there. And if I check what changed, it was just that file that went, so it's perfect. So I can do git push origin Next.js. I can also add it to we need to add it to a GitHub action as well. We'll need Mongo available too for that to pass. So then we can start getting some greens on that branch on the GitHub action, because at the moment it's quite, it's a bit red, I think. It's running at the moment. Ignore the conflicts. We're going to migrate all of these over into this project, and then the other ones aren't so bad. But yes, I think the tests will fail on this one, but hopefully we can get the test now going green so we can keep this branch green as well. I think that could be quite good. Wow, 45 minutes already. Time is going fast when you're having fun. This is a good tweeted. What was it? I can't remember. I talked a lot, so I missed. How are the thumbs up doing on the video, by the way? Have we got like 50 thumbs up yet? I stopped the app, so that's why it's not running. That's okay. And then we can also actually have a look at the GitHub action too. So many contributions for you all. I'm going to start chipping away at them myself. So we've got the build one. Let's have a look. So we run the build. We run lint. Do we have lint in this? Let me just check the package JSON. Let me keep this open and check package JSON. We do have a lint. Okay, perfect. That's good. So that will pass and it will run the build. Perfect. And then we want it to run the test, but it's not going to be E2E tests. It's going to be the new tests, which are, where is it? Just test, singular. Oh, it does say run tests. We should probably put an S on the end. What do you think, with S or without S? But run test, npm run tests. So that will run. I still think it will fail because there is no MongoDB. So we'll probably need to add that to here, and you can do that in GitHub. Haven't done it in a while. I'm going to have to remember. Maybe let's look at the API project. I'm pretty sure we have that on the API project. And this is where I'm waiting for Carl and others to tell me, Eddie, you're right, or Eddie, you're wrong. Let's have a look at workflows and go to build. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we had Mongo on here. Did we not? Oh, here we go. So you add a service, in this case, Mongo. Perfect. So I'm just going to cheat and copy that. And it is under runs on. So in the test section, we've got runs on. Here we go. And then we have Mongo. So hopefully that should pass, because by default, it will connect to the local host on this port. So yeah, hopefully that works. Let's give that a go. What do you all think? Should we test it? You think it's going to work? Or you think it's going to fail? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to test it. You're all you didn't say hi, yes or no in the chat, so I'm thinking we'll test it anyway. One way to find out. So let's have a look. So just double check. It's going to run the new command, and we've got Mongo for that command, so it should work. Let's have a look. So git commit. Oh, not dot. Dot's very bad. GitHub folder for the workflows, and we can say we fixed test action. Okay, let's have a look, and let's push it and see. By the way, everyone, there's a link to our Discord below if you want to continue the conversation after the live stream into the EddieHub Discord. Okay, let's see if this worked. Let's go back to this, and we should go to actions. And then we will see it running. Let's see if it passes. You feeling confident, everyone? What do you think? Hey, Karuna, how you doing? It'll work. Jacob, 10 points to you. Thank you so much. Love it. Okay, it will work. Hey, Karuna, hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. Okay, come on. All the OGs, all the cool people. I hope you're all having a great Friday. I know there's lots of things going on. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I hope you're all ready for the weekend. Lots of contributions. I should have gone green by now. Come on. Let's have a look. While that's going, what else can we do? So we've got that GitHub. So if that GitHub action works, I think I can tick something off the list, right? What have we got? So automated tests and add to GitHub action. So hopefully I can tick that off shortly. Not the automated test, there's still loads more to be written, but I can tick the GitHub action part. The deployment, I'll have to do the environment variables. So we will have to see. Yeah, let's have a look. Is it green yet? Is it green yet? Come on. The stress. Watching CI go green. Okay. Let's have a look. Should we click on it and see? It will be the build one. Here we go, this one. Oh, it failed. No! Why did it fail? Mongo service is unhealthy. Is there something else we need to add? I can't remember. It's not often that we do this. Let me see. So on the API, we don't need to add anything on the triggers. Then you've got the individual jobs. So lint doesn't need Mongo. You then got the build, which didn't need Mongo either. And then you've got the test, which needed it. And that's all I did. I don't think I needed anything else. Shall I read the docs? If anyone knows, let me know. If not, I will read the docs. I'm pretty sure that's all we needed. Let's have a look. So GitHub, action, Mongo. Oh, I spelled Mongo wrong. There we go. Not in the marketplace. There are some official docs I remember seeing. It says GitHub action services, they call it, I think. Not that one. Nope, nope, nope. Where's the official docs? Let's just go to GitHub Actions, and we can find it from there. Docs, here we go. And then there is something, can I search? Services. Replace the GitHub services. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I think this might be the one. Not Postgres, but about service containers. It's a bit bigger for you all. I'll search for Mongo. They definitely have an example for Mongo. I know they do. I've seen it before. So let's see. I want to check the chat. Maybe someone's fixed it for me in the chat. No one's fixed it for me in the chat. Services, I had the image and the port. And I really thought they had Mongo in there. But okay, not a problem. So you've got image Mongo, which is fine. So we've got services Mongo, then you've got image Mongo. So here they've got services Redis, image Redis. Can't even talk. It's definitely Friday. And you've got some health. Maybe we don't need the health anymore because they haven't got the health for their one. So maybe let's just ditch those ones and see. But it works on the API, but maybe the API hasn't run in a while. And then it's the port, and it maps the the external to the internal at the same number. Okay, what do you think now? Made it simpler. Is it more likely or less likely to work? Let me have a look. Fix, test, action. That's a pretty apt description. I'm trying to fix it, but let me make it slightly different to the previous one. Test action with Mongo. Let's have a look. And let's push again. Okay, second time lucky. Let's see how it goes. What do we think? Actions. Build. Let's open it and have a look. Okay. What have I missed in the chat? It's the ports. Is the ports wrong? Did I make a mistake? That's the right port, isn't it? And if I check the example, that's correct, but I think what you've made me realize, there won't be, that config file won't get used. So I need an extra step in here. So this is why collaboration is so important, because you get to realize things together. I think we need to copy that file over. And again, we can check the API project and see, but let me see. They run the end-to-end tests. You need the default. Let's see if it does something in the package JSON. Because there will be, here we go, so env example. So we definitely need to copy that over, but it might be something happening in here in tests. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does. So post install, copy that over. So we could actually do the same. Let's just steal that line. And it says it's going to fail this time. But with the team effort we did together, we're going to get it working. So thank you so much, Krish, and everyone else as well. So what we're going to do, and this will help people developing locally as well, that when they do, we might need the NCP package, right? Let me check. NCP. Yes, we will need the NCP package too. So when we do an npm install, it will then copy the example, env example to env for the app to work. And it will work for most people locally as well. So we can do npm install, npm save dev. Oops, did not mean to paste that in. Copy and paste, very bad. NCP, I think, right? Force push. No, I never force push. I want all my mistakes there in its glory. And then plus, if other people have got the Next.js branch, which they have, I know that other people are contributing to it, it will cause conflicts for them. So only force push on branches that no one else is working on. But this is a long-lived branch, so on short-lived branches, it's usually fine. But on this long-lived branch, we definitely don't want that. So we should now have fixed that. So if we commit the package, here we go, put a star on that. We can say fix, what will be the config file, initialize config file. That's pretty good. What do you think? And then let's push that. Next.js. Okay, this time I'm feeling lucky. The API project and Krish saved us. Let's have a look. That one's still running, but we'll have some more that should turn up as well. Okay, should be this one. What do you think? Out of 10, everyone, cast your votes. What do you think? Is it going to work? And I have a, if you see my GitHub, I need to hang this up still. I just hang it on my mic there. It's a bit distracting. Okay, we'll talk about that later on. In the case we use NCP, we can remove that one step from git pod YAML again. Okay. Sounds good. So let's have a look at the git pods. Yes, because you did that. So on the npm install, that will fix. You're right, I could remove that. Anyone want a green square, or shall I do it? I'm happy to delete that. But good spot, Carl. Love it. We're going for an hour. I think we should head into Discord call shortly. But how many thumbs up have we got yet on this video? Make it work, Octocat. Exactly. It will work. Yes. Awesome. It will build. It's going to work this time. Love the positivity. I'm feeling confident. Come on. Hasn't started going yet, but I clicked on it. It's going. Let's have a look. But if no one wants this, I can just delete this line and commit it. But if anyone wants the green square, then feel free to do it. 37, 39, 36. Oh, these are the thumbs up. Awesome. 40, almost 40. Thank you so much, everyone. That sounds great. It's running, right? Running tests. So it didn't break. It did the, did it do the NCP? Don't know. Let's give it a moment to see what happens. But, hey, Danny, how you doing? Danny, we were talking about Storybook. I actually have a problem with Storybook. So I do have Storybook open. Oh, you can see it's there. It broke. I actually had an error on Storybook. Maybe you can help. So npm run Storybook. I haven't looked into it properly, so apologies if it's really, really obvious. Let me just run this while I'm waiting for the GitHub action to run. But yeah, it just crashes. I'm not sure why. Here we go. Browser doesn't contain a valid alias. Maybe I should go to the top. Like the first error is usually the most important. But I don't know what I did to break it. Module not found. Can't resolve util. I don't remember it including util, so I'm not sure. Is it because I didn't npm install when I got some newer versions? Might need to lock it down a bit further. But if you've seen that before, Danny, I really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, Danny helped me set up Storybook on a live stream a couple of weeks ago. Test failed. No. Could be a valid failure. We've got lots of failures. So I'm guessing that is the database. Yeah, it didn't get up and running. So lots of failures. So the database didn't work that time. We're pretty close, but not close enough. Let me scroll down and see. Okay, so we need to see why we haven't got a database still. Whew. I thought it was going to work that time. I was really, really confident it was going to work. Guess not. Just learn a little bit as we go through. Maybe you joined a bit late, but we're going to go to Discord afterwards where we can all chat, audio chat, and people can share their screens and get started. So don't worry, just follow along as much as you can, and any questions, do ask. Steve, if you like a green square, could you, in the file .gitpod, could you delete line 7, please, completely, and raise a pull request, and we'll get that merged in. Thank you for watching. Okay. It's a post install script we run automatically. I'm not sure if you can add that again to the Git pod. I'm just trying to think that as you mentioned that, this is post install, but on the build, did we do CI? That should still do the post install step, right? And by the way, I think then on Git pod, we should also do CI rather than install. So therefore, versions don't move too far forward. Yeah, I didn't break it. Maybe I did break it. I added a few more components. Yeah, it's on the Next.js branch. I have pushed it. Yeah, if you don't mind having a look, any suggestions and tips would be appreciated. Next.js branch, and yeah, I added a few more only. Oh, I know why. I didn't put. Wait a second, Eddie. This is my fault. See, this is why stories. This is why talking through things really, really helps. So let me try that again. I think that was my fault. I think it was. No, but it would have ignored it, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to run it. Let's see. Fingers crossed. So many things broken, and we're going to have to... No, it's still busted. Okay. So let me just commit that up. So therefore, it's... oh, I never committed it anyway. So, okay. So I don't need to... I'll commit it later on once it's working. But I don't think it's that story that... is it because I don't have args? Maybe it's because I don't have args. I need to have basic args and empty, potentially. So an empty object. Something like that. Does that make a difference? You can all tell that I am new to Storybook, but let's see. Danny will spot it in like 2 seconds like that. Are you having a playwright install step? Oh, okay. Yeah, look at Finder as well. There should be a link in the description below to join our Discord. Okay, so that still broke. So okay, so it wasn't. Where is it? So it wasn't that issue. So okay, that's good. Let me go to. Doesn't Playwright get installed as part of this? Let me check Finder, like you said. Good question. Good point. Let's check the Finder project. Here we go. And let's check workflows. And we've got build. Oh, no, not build, test. We separated it out, which is a pretty good idea, actually. We should do the same as well. Okay, so you do need to do an install for Playwright. I thought it came in as part of the npm install. So that is my bad. So that, no, but it did, because it ran. We got the error. Okay, shouldn't need args unless there's required props on the component, and there aren't. So okay, so that's fine. One of the imports might be busted. Okay, we'll check that in a second. Let me add this step. I still don't know if it's needed. It's something I'll have a look afterwards. What did I copy? Oh, I need the line below it. Copied the wrong line. Let's have a look. Let's see. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay. But yeah, I really thought that wasn't needed, isn't it? It would come as part of the npm install. But I'll just commit that and try, because I'm curious now. Fix playwright install. And then while that's running, we can have a look at the Storybook. I probably... Oh, type my password in wrong. Okay, so that's going to be building. While that's building, let me have a look at... Which one was it? It was this one. I probably got this the wrong way around. Let's have a look. Footer. I think it was correct. What did I have? I did have footer. So I think it was correct. Can I go to it? Yes. So I think that's all right. Did I bust something else? Let's have a look. User preview, that looks okay. Milestone, I think we had done already. And same user link was the one that was done ages ago. Yes, I think that's okay. I don't think we've busted anything. Is there a cache folder I can delete and try again? npm run storybook. Let's have a look. I've contributed to 15 repos regarding Hacktoberfest, all got excluded from Hacktoberfest. Yeah, you need to check that they aren't kind of projects that are trying to like cheat the system or game the system. So come and contribute to our link-free project. No cheating there. Although adding your profile to the link-free project doesn't count. That is excluded from Hacktoberfest. But any other contributions that we showed with tests or Storybook and all those sorts of things, they all count. Oh, we see. Okay, so there's more depth to the actual kind of like the binaries or whatever it is. Thanks, Steve. 1970. Let's get that merged. Let's get these improvements going forward. Let's have a look. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Pull request. So who thinks we should head over to Discord and oh, wrong project. Where am I going? Here we go. Link free, pull request. Here we go. Get pod patch. Yeah, who thinks we should head over to Discord and collaborate there a bit more? This is you need to make it. I can change it here actually. It's going to the Next.js branch. And hopefully you made the change on that branch as well. I think you did. Perfect. Looks good. Looks good. Thank you. Approve. There we go. I'll let someone else approve it as well and merge it too. So that will come in shortly. Let's jump in there. Brilliant. Let's do it. We've got loads of great repos you can contribute to. Let's go into Discord and chat. So everyone, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for geeking out with me on a Friday live. But let's head to Discord. I'll open an audio channel there, and we can start geeking out and continue. I'll share my screen and we can all chat and continue there. Oh yeah, there's a cache. It might not be node modules cache, I'm not 100% sure. I did delete the node modules completely and reinstall it, so it would have gone with that. So not sure. No problem. We can keep looking and we will figure it out. I don't know. Are you in our Discord, Danny? If you've got time, come and join us there. If not, we'll look into it later on. I will share the Discord channel. It is discord.eddiehub.org. So let me share it. It's in the description, but I will share it in the chat as well. We don't want anyone to get left out. We've got almost 1,000 people online, so let's go geek out with them. Perfect. Where is Nightbot? I didn't use Nightbot anymore, I don't think. I think I turned it off. I can't remember why. Okay, let's go to Discord. I will see you all there. Thanks everyone for geeking out. And let's continue it. I need to get a drink there first, but let me open the channel and you can all join there. Everyone have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see some of you, if not all of you, in Discord. I'll see you there. See you in like 2 minutes.